And you don't seem to understand. A shame you seemed an honest man.
After too much procrastination, I finally got the hell out of New York City and started the voyage again. I went to Philly for Halloweekend number 2 because this year was so special. We got 2 Halloweekends. And my first stop in Philly was the iconic Philadelphia Art Museum so I could see the Rocky statue and the Rocky Steps. I've never seen that movie, but when in Rome, you gotta do it. You gotta take the picture, right? And then I walked on to Boathouse Row to see all the boathouses, and I got some food at the little boathouse cafe here. And it was just a nice walk by the water. So since it was a weekday, there wasn't going to be anything going on for Halloween yet. I spent the day just doing all the tourism stuff. So I went to Independence Hall. I went to some of the historic parks in the city, and I did the Liberty Bell, of course. I was starstruck, national treasure moment. And then I went to Elfrist Alley, which is like a historic street. It's the oldest continuously inhabited street in the US or something like that. This was a thrift store that was right by there, and it had new with tags vintage sweaters for like $10 to $16. So I got 2. After shopping around for a second, I just walked down to the pier and hung out here for a while because it wasn't quite dinner time yet, and I was just trying to kill some time. And then I went to Tattooed Mom's for an amazing vegan Philly cheesesteak sandwich. You have to have Philly cheesesteak in Philly, right? Great vibes here too. The whole time I was here, I pretty much just infiltrated Temple University, and I would go in their student center every day and get food and drinks and edit videos. It was so nice. I like the campus a lot. And then I went to Philly Style Pizza for a show right there at Temple University, and that show was amazing. That was Friday night. And if you want to check out some good local talent, support some small artists, there's some recommendations. They were all really talented. I ended up going to another local show while I was here over the weekend. This was at Over Yonder. It's a DIY space, and I gotta say, Philly has a surplus of DIY spaces and just like constant shows going on, which was amazing for me. And here's some more small artists if you want to check them out and support them. They were amazing, so talented. Hip City Veg is like Philly's vegan fast food chain that's all over the city, so I definitely wanted to pop in there and see what that was all about. I got the vegan spicy chicken sandwich, and it was delicious, but it is overpriced fast food at the end of the day. And for the finale of my Halloweekend, I went over to Drexel University for a girls' night Halloween party my friend was hosting here, who I actually used to work with back in St. Louis. And it was so fun. She's in the fashion program over at Drexel, so we were all fashion girlies, and it was just such a blast.
Guys. Extra strong this time, y'all. Okay. Oh, but also delicious. Okay, delicious. Just how I like it.
The next morning, I took a much-needed shower after a long weekend, and then I actually got to meet up with an internet friend I've been talking to for like the past year, and I have no footage of that, unfortunately, except this little clip of me flashing my Beetlejuice ticket. We went and saw that while we were hanging out, but it was so great to finally meet them, and it was just the perfect extended weekend in Philly. I think it was the perfect place for Halloween, honestly. Wouldn't change a thing.